Obviously, like I mentioned before, cutting back on turnovers is going to be important. Making sure we have a good balance of getting the ball inside, in the paint, scoring there first, and then allowing our outside game to come after that. We can't just settle for threes, which I know we're good at, and we have guards that can shoot the ball really well. We have to have a good balance of inside, outside, which I think we're doing a lot better of.
When you add someone like Aaliyah, just like how much like flair does that bring to the team, and what's impressed you most about the way she's gone about things in the offseason?
I mean, when she came here, I knew she was a scorer, and we all heard about that. We've all seen highlight reels about that, so it was really neat coming here. And obviously, you heard her say Peyton and Sahara were telling her to shoot the ball. We didn't recruit you to come pass, and obviously, we need you to shoot the ball and score. We shoot 90 times a game, so everybody's going to get to shoot. But one thing that I had heard of but has surprised me a lot is her passing ability. I knew she was a great passer, but seeing it firsthand as a person receiving those passes from her, it is incredible how somehow she manages to get the ball to me when I don't even think she can get it there. So she has really flourished in that. Obviously, has improved her post passing just like everybody else has, and so continuing to work on that is going to be really important for our whole team, and she has had some serious growth in.
Jenny mentioned how it's important for you, Peyton, and Sahara to help her grow as a leader. How has she sort of progressed in that style, and how important is that going to be for the rest of her career here?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's going to be beyond important. As a point guard, you got to be the best communicator at times. I feel like the point guard position and as a center, you see the court a lot more. So you guys be able to see everybody and help everybody out. And from a point guard standpoint, you got to make sure everybody's in the right place before you run a play. And so Leah has done really well in that. And obviously, communication is going to be the one thing that she really needs to continue to improve upon. And she's done a phenomenal job since being here. Jenny has challenged her a lot in that. I know we're all challenging each other, and especially her in that, and Zaya as well. So as point guards in that role, they got to be able to make sure everybody's in the right spot, we're in the right position, and she has done a phenomenal job of that.
This league's so stacked as always. How important is it for you guys to kind of establish a true home court atmosphere here at the LNC?
Really important. Obviously, when we went to South Carolina and LSU last year, even Tennessee, those environments were super fun to play in, but we wouldn't have that environment where the people are there to cheer us on. Obviously, it's cool playing those loud environments, but a lot better when you have fans there for yourself. And so it's going to be really important to establish that. Obviously, in the non-con, we have a great lineup, especially in the month of December. I believe we're home a lot, and so it's going to be a great opportunity to get better, to grow as a team, and build that environment.
You look at the new players they brought in at Post. How have you seen yourself grow as a leader for coaching them?
I mean, obviously, I've been through it. I've been through lots of changes, lots of different styles of play at Oregon State, and then coming here. And so I feel like the more you play, the more knowledge you gain in that. So it's a lot easier to be a leader when you have that knowledge, you have that, hopefully, IQ that's continuing to go up, that you can just shed light on when you have those younger players. One of the most important things I feel like I've been able to do, especially with Brooklyn and Daffo, those younger post players, is just kind of be there when they need someone to like hang on to, because it gets to be a lot. It can be a lot, and especially when the coaches are getting on us or they're getting intense, which that's their job. They should be doing that. Having those 11 people in that circle, having that tight knit group is really, really important. And as leaders, that's our job, to form those connections and make us even tighter.
Obviously, you're going to grow as a person, but I just really think that once you become yourself, like, you become a much more competent basketball player in person in general. So I think that's really important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With the combination of just all the newcomers, the veterans, just what's the chemistry like on this team? Can you just kind of take me through that?
Yeah, obviously coming in the summer, it was like, okay, we have people doing USA stuff, which is awesome. I mean, how great that we all have the opportunity to like go, and Aaliyah's going, Sahara's going, Raegan's going, I'm going, Jenny's getting an opportunity to go. So it's hectic, and like during summer we had few bodies here. But when we finally got to, I want to say it was like July, everyone was back, and then when school started, we got our international girls here. I think it was really fun. Like, truly, every single person that is here wants to be here and has fun and loves each other, and I think that is really actually unique in college level. So I think we're starting to learn how to put people in great positions to, score on the court, or how am I going to get Raegan the ball when I know she has a mismatch, or Aaliyah, or anybody. And those are the things that are going to come with time and, with games. But I just think, like, the biggest thing for us is just loving on each other and really hoping for each other's success in the best way.
How do you think that's helped you guys? I know turnover was an issue at times last year. How do you think that's helped just kind of being more on the same page?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at last year, there would be games where we had 18, 20 turnovers and we're still scoring 80, 90 points. So it's like there's so much potential there. And we say that, we're like, oh my gosh, like, think how many points we're scoring, and obviously how many points we're giving to the other team then. We're still winning. We're winning by 10, but we could be winning by 20. So I think looking at that as potential, and obviously that's something we harp on all summer, all preseason. But at the end of the day, we play an offense where we're very free flowing, and we have the opportunity to really be 3-level scorers and to be passers and just complete basketball players. So I think that comes with the surface a little bit and the way that we play up and down. We have so many possessions, and I don't know exactly how that relates to how many possessions other teams get, but we're really harping on taking care of the ball, and it's going to come. And the more that we get confident and collective together, it's going to come with that too.
How is it just being with a couple of the same group going to help with taking care of the ball more this time around? Just
Yeah.
knowing more of how to play with Raegan Beers and things like that going into the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was where some of our turnovers came last year, where it's like, okay, we know we got to get Raegan the ball, whether it's one-on-one coverage or we know they're coming from the help side. How can we get her the ball? And I think now that she's played also a year in the system, she's going to be able to help out our guards and being like, hey, I want it from the top. Hey, I want it from the wing. I want it transition. So I think she's done a great job this summer from last year to this year, growing in that, and obviously our other bigs too. But when you have a player that's so dominant like that in the paint, you have to be able to get it into them. And so I think our guards have done a great job of just growing in that and taking that with strides and knowing that, you know what, one time you might turn it over, but the other 6 times we're getting a layup. So I think just knowing where we have our advantage, whether it's in the paint or kick out, I think just understanding that.
And she's a great teammate, and I think that's nothing you could ask for. Like, that's the best thing ever, having a great teammate and also someone who's so coachable. So it's been fun just watching her grow overall.
Is it a little weird having 11 players?
I'd say yes and no. I think yes, because we used to have 13 and 14 and 15 where you're capping off your roster, and now it's like we have 11. But I think when you have 11, it's a lot more intimate, and you can really build that chemistry. You can really build a sisterhood, and you don't have nearly as many distractions, and it's just really fun. Like, it's different, but it's a fun different. Yes, of course.
So you've only been here a year, really. How has it been stepping into a leadership experience still only a sophomore?
I'm a junior now, so I was going in my junior year. Yeah.
Wait, so
I'm still
how is
here.
it?
No, you're good. It's been great. It's been fun. I've obviously been being here 3 years. Your role kind of changes each year, so it's been fun just being able to lead Aaliyah, lead Brooklyn, lead Kazari, and just lead all of them while still maintaining these dominant relationships I have with a Peyton and a Raegan, and just making sure everyone around me is just getting better. I think that's really what I enjoy doing, and so it just comes kind of natural to me. Genuinely the most coachable girls I've ever met. It's like you could tell her, go run through that wall right now at 100 miles per hour, and they will literally do it, which is kind of like, you got to have a little bit of resistance, but they're awesome. They come up and they just bring so much joy, and I think they're so young and they have so much fun. It makes it easier as a leader to come and lead them, because some days it's like you can dread coming to practice, but every day I'm like, I get to go see my teammates, and I consider them my sisters, so it's like, it's awesome. Like, it genuinely is a blessing to have this team.
They all say, though, they all bring it up, how much you lead them, that you set the tone every day.
They do.
Is that natural from you, or do you realize you're doing that, or is that you just show up and do it?
I think it's genuinely natural. Like, some days I just think I'm being me and I'm just playing basketball, and they're like, Sahara, you were a great leader today, and I'm like, really? So I think it's kind of natural, but it's also kind of flattering to see how people look up to you and how people view you, and just understanding how important I am to this team. Even if I'm not scoring, passing, I could be on the sideline, and just my voice, like, I can just have that impact on them. So it's a privilege to be able to have girls that look up to you in that way.
I'm not sure if you already talked about it, but just playing for Team USA and being on that stage again, what does it go into, like, handling the pressure of that moment, playing for the entire country?
Yes. It's definitely a lot of pressure when you can put USA on your chest and go across the country and compete for a gold medal. But it's a pressure that you have to understand that you definitely deserve to have, and it's a privilege. But it's been fun. I think going to play for USA, especially 3x3, has helped my game immensely. Defending, being a leader, because in 3x3, there's no coaches on the floor, so you have to coach each other, and then it's only 4 players, so it's really intimate. So it's just definitely taught me how much you have to lean on your teammates to be able to win just the simple games. And so definitely a great experience, and I loved it 110%.